Okay, welcome back. This is independent practice. You should do these problems on your own and then come back here to check to make sure that you did them correctly. I'm going to go over them, but you need to try to do math. The only way to learn math is to do math. Okay, so complete the chart below. This is the expanded form. This is the simplified form or the exponential form. Vocabulary, base, exponent, coefficient, and evaluate the expression. Now there's x's in these boxes because you cannot evaluate these expressions. All right, let me make it a little bit bigger so you can see what I'm talking about. And for this one, the base is 3, and the parentheses are used for multiplication. So my base is 3. Now to find my exponent, I have to find out how many times I used 3 as a factor. So 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My exponent is 5. So when I come over here, my exponent is 5. My base is 3. Now remember, I talked about how you can use your phone to help you solve these problems, or you can use a calculator. I'm going to use my calculator because my phone is currently videotaping. So for this, I put in the base 3, the caret, which is this little up arrow, and 5, and I hit enter, and I get 243. So my answer is 243. For this one, now I have this, and I'm looking at it, and the base is 4. And my exponent is 2. So I'm using the base 4 2 times. So 4 times 4. I don't need a calculator to tell me 4 times 4 is 16. So I'm just going to write the 16 over here. For this one, the base is 5, and the exponent is 3. So I'm going to use the base 5 3 times. 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25, times 5 is 125. So 125. Look at this one, x. X's cannot be evaluated. And I'm not seeing the coefficient. That's because, it's invisible. It's an invisible 1 right there. So my coefficient is going to be that invisible 1. My base is x, and my exponent is 10. Invisible 1. So now I have to write x 10 times. I got to write it tiny because, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They just about fit in that box. Now, I could put dots between them. I could put parentheses around them. But actually, 2 letters that are next to each other, that means multiplication. So x next to an x means x times x. I don't have to put the parentheses. I don't have to put the dots. I could if I want to, but I don't have to. So for this one, there's only 1 2 here because that's the coefficient, 2. My base is x. And it's x times x times x. There's 3 of them, so the x is to the power of 3. Only the x. The 2 does not get an exponent. The 2 is only there 1 time, so I only write it once, and I don't give it an exponent. I could give it a 1, I guess. All right. Which of the following is irrational? Well, remember the definition for irrational. Irrational means does not repeat, does not They use the word terminate, which means end, but I'm just going to write end. So non-repeating, non-terminating decimal. Well, that terminates because it stops after the 4. This terminates because there's no decimal at all. If I write the decimal version of 1/3, 1 divided by 3, 0.3333, that's repeating. It could also be written this way, 0 with a 3 and a little line over the 3. But this, that does not repeat, that does not terminate. So if I grab my handy dandy calculator, which of course I hid under a piece of paper, but if I use my calculator and I put in second, let me show you. I have to press the second button and the square root button and then put in 12, and you can see when I hit the double arrow key and the enter, syntax error, I know what I did. I put that underneath the square root sign or the radical sign. So I have to get off of there, then press the arrows. Oh, goodness gracious, that does not repeat. That does not terminate. That does not end. So that answer is irrational. The one that does not repeat and does not end, square root of 12, is irrational. All right. Oh, word problems. A hot air balloon is flying 2,000 feet above the ground. Balloon needs to adjust its height during flight. If it ascends, if you go back to the last packet and you look up this word, ascends, it means it goes up 500 feet. Then descends, that goes down 750 feet. Oh, sorry, I forgot, 2,000 feet. At what height is the balloon flying now? So remember, ascend, that's going up. Descend, that is negative, it's going down. So I would write my equation, 2,000 plus the 500 that it ascends minus the 750 that it descends. Grab a calculator if you want. I don't have to because, you know, I'm brilliant. No, I'm not. 2,000 plus 500 is 2,500. 2,500 minus 750 is 1,750. But, got to remember, do not be defeated. Make sure you put feet in your answer. So now I have to write my little sentence. Be sure to write and evaluate a numerical expression, that's that. Include a sentence that explains your answer. Here's my sentence. At what height is the balloon now flying? The balloon now flies at 1,750 feet. Make sure you're using your units and writing a nice sentence that answers the question. Okay, so that's that part of the independent practice. And the next part of the independent practice is the color by number part. Yeah, I know, this is the harder part because you gotta have crayons. Put your name up here. Could I be collecting this from you? I might be. Put your name up here. I'll put my Bono up here. El Buono. And then next to that, just put period number and whatever period you're in. 7, 9, whatever. 4, 1, whatever. Find the value. 3 to the 4th power. Find the value means to evaluate or solve that. So this is definitely grab a calculator problem. And I'm going to put it in as 3 caret 4 and hit the enter key. I get 81. So my answer here is 81. And now that answer on the other page is going to be answered in blue. Okay, find the missing exponent. Oh, remember we did this? All right, let's take a look. I like to write them out because it's easier for me. I know it's not 2. 2 times 2 is 4. It's not 4. Times 2 is 8. Times 2 is 16. Times 2 is 32. Times 2 is 64. Times 2 is 128. Now, if you're doing it on the calculator, you would do it as 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32. Now I'm going to count. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So far I have used up 5 2's. Times 2, 64, times 2, there's my answer, 128. Now I want to count all the 2's. I can either write them out like that or count them on the calculator. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait, I lost them. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. So that means the question mark equals 7. Because two to the 7th power is 128. So 7 is my number, and 7 is what's going to be colored purple. I don't have a really good purple marker, so I'm just going to use this lavendery purple one. That's good enough. Write the expression in exponential form. Okay. My base, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My base is 4, and my exponent is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now when I find 4 to the 5th, I'm going to color that answer in pink. All right. If this problem is like this problem, you can do that yourself. I gave you the answer to this because I am a fool. I made a mistake. But the rest of them are like these first 3. So you need to do math on your own. When you're done, the coloring is on the next page. So I have to find 4 to the 5th power and make that pink. Why are you starting with pink, Bono? It's because I like pink. So now let's see, 4 to the 5th power. La 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 la. I know it's here. Here we go. There's one here. So 4 to the 5th power is going to be pink. Yeah, I'm not a great artist. And there's one over here. 4 to the 5th power is going to be pink. Don't scribble, Bono. You should be coloring nicer than that. All right, I'll work on it. All right, so then I would go back and look on the page before, because I think that's all the 4 to the 5th powers. Yeah, that's all the 4 to the 5th powers. So purple is 7. Remember, it's only the exponent for the purple one. So I need to find the number 7, like down here, and that's going to be colored purple. And I think you can color on your own. You don't need me to do this. Okay, so you do all the problems on page 9 and then color page 10. Good luck, and I'd like to see your pictures, but I'm probably going to ask you to pull this page out of your come on, Bono. I'm going to ask you to pull this page out of your packet so that I can collect it. But don't do it until you're here. I don't want you losing anything. All right, take care. Bye.